So, Pete, here we are. We're inside the barn just off of Mather Meadows. I'm looking behind me at the hives we just walked from, and look at this beautiful jar of honey. Thank you.
You're welcome, and thank you for allowing me to keep bees on the land trust properties. It's been quite a mutual benefit, I think, not only for you guys, but certainly for me to have good natural locations where there's acres that are not being sprayed or treated in any way and allowed to grow naturally, such as these fields. As we walked back, I saw a chickadee just enjoying the thistle seeds and the weed seeds on the field, which I would assume is scheduled to get mowed. It gets mowed maybe 2 times a year.
That's right.
And the rest of the time, it's the natives that come up, and it's not only feeding the bees, it's feeding the birds, it's feeding the other pollinators, such as the bumblebee and the butterflies and the moths, and it's quite a diverse little area, and it's really special that we can have this in a town like Darien, and I hope more communities follow the same pattern that you guys do.
Well, thank you. This is a true partnership, and I've learned so much these last few months. I know that we've had so many people that have just been excited to tune in as each part of the series has come out, and you know, it is absolutely vital. These bees, they play a role in every 3 bites of food we take. That's incredible. Not just to have the beautiful end product, but they are necessary for our being here on this planet, and the animals and the plants. They provide habitat building for birds, for insects, bigger creatures, smaller creatures, correct?
Equally important in my book is the work that you guys are doing in preserving the open space, because open space is open just until it gets developed, and if it gets developed, it's hard to get it back to open space again, and it's really pretty spectacular. And I know, for one, part of getting through this year in 2020 with the COVID was the fact that I could work outdoors in isolation, in beautiful environment, and it kept me from going crazy. So thank you for the work you do at the Land Trust.
Well, we're excited. We have over 20 hives now spread over 7 of our properties. And people in this time, just like you, people that are seeking some mental stability and just, breathing the air, have been walking more and seeing them and inquiring. And this is what the Land Trust wants to do too. We want to encourage other people to become beekeepers on their properties. We're so fortunate to have all the work going on our properties and people seeing that. So it's sort of like, let's all spread these pollinators, and the bees are right up there. We now really have a greenway that starts kind of from Mather, which is right behind us, all the way down, and so it's just, and that's why they're called greenways. They're kind of connected.
I can testify to that. We had a little juvenile bear that went down a little greenway here, all the way down to below Route 1.
Oh my gosh, in the spring.
That bear started up here, yeah.
That's crazy. And wasn't it?
So what's the headwater here? Is it the Goodwise River, right? Starts here. That bear went right down one side of Goodwise River and hit 2 of my apiaries on the way down to the waterfront. And, we should upload that little video from the neighbors.
That we should do.
As a clickable link on the website. And if you don't have it, I still have it.
Okay. So. Well, that was one of the profound things, and I think that a good part of the town was watching, and it was a little baby, just a
2-year-old.
2-year-old, just a baby. So, yep, we've those bears found their way. She found her way around, and I think that people always ask, well, what do we do with all this honey? And we're lucky enough to share this with special members and our strong support base with our donors. And I know that when you are able to use the honey in all kinds of ways, but but really, it's not about the honey. It's as much as it is about keeping the bees.
I'm a beekeeper, and if I do it right, I get honey. I'm not a honey producer, I'm a beekeeper.
Big
And
difference.
that's important to me.
And why is that so important to you?
Because it's about keeping the bees going.
And that's really our mission. That's our mission. And thank you for helping us to do that, because if we didn't have almost 220 acres now of open space that we've been able to protect in a very densely populated neck of the country, if you will, then we couldn't be doing all the vital work, and the pollinators couldn't do what they need to do without this open space for them to live, thrive.